When someone asks you, are you a dad? I'm a dad, but I'm an example. Everything I do, every action I do is an example I'm setting for my kids. To me, when I became a dad, I looked at it in that sense that I was an example. But to be honest, I got complacent. I didn't really know how important of an example I was. So I did this video today because it's something that really played on me. There's been times I've been out, whether with my son or two of my girls, and there's been situations that when I look back, I never really handled it properly. I got emotionally charged up. Someone will say something kind of disrespectful. I didn't handle it. I was emotionally charged up, something aggressive, just not taking nonsense. Then today, my son, I was taking him to school. I had a little road rage of someone cutting me up, and I was just acting a certain way. And I had to ponder on this after I dropped him and I explained to him about the situation, which wasn't good enough because I've done that on numerous occasions. And even though it wasn't an outburst and it wasn't really aggressive, that I was fighting with anyone, it was the whole situation of it, how it happened, how I spoke, how I conducted myself, and how it ended. It didn't end in a way that was nice and calm, being in control of my emotions. It was being a slave to my emotions. So when I ponder on that when it really occurred to me and saying, yeah, man, we're not just dads. We have got a massive responsibility. We are not just dads. You go and tell yourself that you're just a dad and that's it. You just provide, you pay the bills, you take them to school, you give them the education. That's what being a dad is. You're in bigger trouble than you probably anticipated. But we're not just dads, and I speak that for myself. Because those behaviors in the path that I've been conducting is being planted in my son's head, in my girl's heads, and eventually, as they become older, you see a bit of your personality in them, then you're kind of shocked. So being a dad, when I say that we are not just a dad, we're an example. We have to work on ourselves. This is why I always saying to people when they say, hey, you're a good dad. No, I'm a dad that's on a journey. I've made mistakes. I'm still learning. I'm still developing myself. It's a 360 circle, ongoing when I'm working on myself, because it never stops. If we want to be an example so our kids can follow, we need to lead by example. So I need to learn how to conduct myself, how to calm my emotions, how to think with this rather than just this. You know, think of this first, then use that. I need to also be able to keep my word. So if you're a dad and you're not keeping your word, then you're showing up and you're not showing up. Or the time you say you're going to show up and you're not going to show up. You're not being an example. You also have to know when to say sorry, when to apologize when you're in the wrong, because you're being an example. You know, they're watching, they're thinking, when I get into an argument and I fall out with my friend, I'm the bigger person. That person doesn't have to like me, but I can apologize and move on to my life. You have to be an example when you're meeting someone for a meeting or whatsoever. You're dropping them off to school. You're not 20 minutes late. You're not 15 minutes late. You're actually 15 minutes early. So this is something that was really bugging me. And I'm thinking, yeah, you know what, Dale? You got a lot of work to do. But that's good. Because the great thing we can realize, especially doing something like this and talking to other dads, is self-awareness. So if you're a dad that is a very angry person, everywhere you go with your son, there's a situation, you're arguing, you're fighting people, you're never on time, you're never consistent, be aware and ask yourself, is that the example? Is this the right example I'm showing for my son to display? Am I an impatient dad? Do I need to be a patient dad? If so, then you've got things to work on. And it's just taking one step at a time. Once again, this is my own lived experience I'm telling you guys about that you may want to embrace. But we're just not dads. I'm going to leave you on this. We're just not dads. And those dads who think they're just dads, look at how they do it. Slapdash. They pay the price. If we're doing everything to be an example, our sons, our daughter will follow suit. So we're just not dads. We're a role model and we're an example. In my immortal words, as always, stay healthy, stay active, stay blessed.